scrappy people, Traci Reed here today, coming at you with a layout in actually my vacation album from 2022. This is my baby niece. She's 1 now. She just turned 1 the other day, but I still haven't scrapbooked these pictures of, I have a bunch of pictures of her, of course, and so I'm going to be scrapbooking that today. I'm actually going to be doing a 6x8 layout for my 6x8 album. I'm eventually going to pair it with another 6x8 layout of that's of myself and my brother and the baby. But I'm just going to work on this one photo today, and I'm going to be using my new Our Baby collection from Echo Park that I designed, and I'm going to be mixing, I'm probably going to use mostly my baby girl, but she's wearing like white and gray, so I really can mix in our baby boy, and our baby girl. But yeah, I'm going to start their 6x8 album, so 6x8 page. And yeah, let's go. So I was actually super surprised how quickly this came together. Even using, I end up using dies, which means I gotta bust out, here are the dies. I gotta bust out my, my Big Shot or whatever it is that I have, and yet it still came together in about a half an hour. I guess maybe because it was just one 6x8 page perhaps. But in the end, this page is so stinking cute. I don't even know. It's just so adorable. I love it. So I'm going to use the solid papers from the collection, and I'm going to do 3 different colors, actually 3 different papers, which means 6 different colors? No, I think, yeah, just 2 different papers, so 4 different colors, to cut out a bunch of these clouds. Of course, I have to take apart this die first. I just cut some strips because I know that I only want a few. It's just a 6x8 paper, so, or 6x8 page, so I can't have too many. So I'm just going to cut out a bunch of these clouds, and then I'm going to start layering them on the page. So you can see I've got all of the clouds. I only ended up using 2 of those strips of paper because there was more than enough. I could get 3 per, I think, so it worked out perfectly. So now I'm going to, I want to make sure that I don't cover up too much of the photo, but you can see that there's a lot of empty space in the photo, so I'm sort of using the clouds to frame the photo, and they're going to kind of point to Isla and I, and so yeah, trying to decide what I want to use here. I'm going to use this Hush Little Baby. One of the things about Isla was she definitely kicked my nascent, no, not nascent, that's not the right word, my dormant mom vibes into gear. I haven't held a baby in a really long time, but she knew that I had some practice, so she really liked sitting with me and falling asleep with me, so the Hush Little Baby seemed to work. I'm going to pop some of these clouds up on foam dots so that we get some depth on this page. So I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do here. I'm going to mat this before I start anything. I wanted to make sure I got that. The paper, or the photo itself, is sort of neutral, and so it was sort of blending into that background, so the pink gave it a nice little pop away from that gorgeous rainbow background. Okay, now I can start working with these clouds. So we're going to do, I think 1 out of every cluster is going to get popped up. So I'm just going to make sure that the colors are nicely distributed too. So we got pink and green and orange and brown. So I want to make sure that, you know, there's no browns together, or the greens don't get too close together. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about here. Pop this one up on, not enamel dots, on foam tape. And this gives me a nice, it already feels super embellished without having to do much more, right? So it gives me a great place to start, and perhaps that's why this came together so quick, is because it was super, yeah, it just, like, look at this, it already looks mostly done. I just, you know, I gotta add to it, but not too much. So I'm gonna look through the sticker book. I love the Echo Park sticker books. Well, I mean, I of course designed this one, but I just love how many stickers there are in these sticker books, because it just feels like a complete set of embellishments all by itself. I always include 3 sheets of the icons, and then a sheet of the alphas and word bits, and then a sheet of borders, and then the last sheet is always, it depends on the collection what that one ends up being. This one has months, like you can count down the months with your baby, but I didn't need those. But I did need these more clouds, even more clouds. I also I thought about maybe adding all of these shooting stars, but they didn't quite fit the way that I wanted them to. I think I end up adding one. This one up here stays, but then I try and add the rest of these, and I didn't really love the way that it was looking. Like, it just started feeling a little too cluttered, a little too repetitive, so I ended up leaving the one, but these don't end up staying. I decided that I needed something with a little bit of a different shape, a little more depth than just repeating the same stickers over and over again, because I already had a lot of repeat shapes going on with all of those clouds. So we're going to go with some different icons. We of course have baby feet, and I really wanted to include more rainbows. This is where we get a little bit iffy. I thought about adding this here, but then I decided that there's a lot of rainbows going on in the background, and the size of the rainbows for the size of this page and what I've already got going on here is a little bit much, so I end up not using the rainbow. I even tried to pull in a different rainbow that I thought might work better, but still no dice. It ends up just not working for me, but that's okay because we got lots of rainbows in the background, and so it's not that big of a deal. We're just going to put the star back instead as soon as I decide, nope. All right, we're going to put the star back instead, and I'm going to pull out something else. Let's add a title. So I'm going to add Isla's name, so it's going to say Baby Isla. I think that this layout had a potential to get a little bit cluttered, but I think I rein it in and pull it back from the brink right here by, instead of adding more words or more icons, I'm just going to add in these gorgeous little pearls from the adhesive brads. And I think that that gives it some fun bling and something else to look at rather than, you know, just more icons or more words. And I think that that helped pull it in and make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to add this cute little bow, but no. Thought about it, but no, again, with the icons. That's kind of what I was thinking about there. I don't want to add too much. Changed my brad colors because I decided I wanted one right there, and I wanted the pink on pink rather than orange. So yeah, I'm going to add a couple of word bits because I just can't help myself, but these really work with the page. So it says, hello, sweet girl. And then I'm going to do this squishy cheeks and chunky thighs. Although she was still really, really newborn skinny when I was holding her, she's definitely a chunk now, so it works out really well. She's such a sweet baby. Nothing better than a chonky baby. I cut it in half so that I could put it in 2 lines, and I think that that frames everything really well. This came together perfectly after that. I decided I want to add in one more thing. Yep. I love it. Oh, it came together so quick and so cute. But that's it for this video. I think I'm gonna look around a little bit, maybe add 1 or more 2 things, and I'm gonna call it good. So if you enjoyed it, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Traci Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There is, Our Baby collection is available wherever Echo Park is sold, and I will see you next time. Thank you.